Douglas Pickford here. Okay, my latest thing is, with my own eyes, I can see a controlled demolition. With my own eyes, I can see unmarked white Air Force jets.
Yay! What the hell? Oh no!
With my own eyes, I can see that Barack Obama and Osama bin Laden are the same person. With my own eyes, I can see the back of a tube of toothpaste, the warning label.
More than 1,000 scientists and medical professionals from across the world have banded together to warn us that even in its most diluted form, fluoride is still a poison and can harm your health.
If you put something in your mouth, right? Like toothpaste. In your saliva, the toothpaste goes, okay? Now, the warning label on the back of a tube of toothpaste says, do not swallow. And if you swallow it, contact a poison control center.
This is one pollutant that we capture in the phosphate fertilizer industry. And having captured it, we can't dump it into the sea, but we put it into our own drinking water. It's extraordinary.
Fluoride in our water supply is a very real and ever-present risk to our population at large.
Everybody knows something goes in your saliva, it immediately goes into your bloodstream. And here's what you got to think about. A nitro pill, right? The doctor will give a nitro pill to a patient that could have a heart attack. Okay, so if a person is having a heart attack, they will put the nitro pill underneath the person's tongue, which dissolves the nitro pill instantaneously, and then it goes directly into the bloodstream. The bottom line is they know that once it goes into your mouth, it's going into your bloodstream. Yet they're putting something poison in it.
A radical view that's made Adelaide dentist Dr. Andrew Harms a renegade among his colleagues and the professional body he once headed in South Australia.
The ADA and other dental professional groups will not speak to anybody from the anti-fluoridation side, but I've been asked to not refer to myself as a past president of the Dental Association of South Australia. In fact, I'm no longer a member of the Dental Association over this issue.
Dr. Harms has joined the growing movement of public discontent about adding fluoride, a potent poison in its most concentrated form, to our drinking water.
The chemical fluoride itself is dangerous, but also I'm concerned about the arsenic levels and the lead levels as a result of these chemicals being dumped in the water.
It's called fluoride. Fluoride is nuclear waste rat poison. You'll see 85% fluoride is in that toothpaste. You gotta wonder why the FDA would put something poison in your toothpaste in the first place, and then put a warning label on it.
Alarm bells have been ringing about the health risks, some from credible scientific sources like Emeritus Professor Paul Connett.
So here we got 1,100 scientists saying, we've read the scientific literature, we say there's a problem. And now what we should get from the other side is a very careful consideration of these reports and a scientific explanation. But we don't get that. All we get is a continuation of this propaganda, this simplistic PR. It's safe and effective, safe and effective, safe and effective. If they repeat it enough times with a white coat on it, everybody's supposed to believe them. The only argument about this is whether we have an adequate margin of safety.
There's something wrong in this country where the food we're eating is poison, the water we're drinking is poison, the air we're breathing is being poisoned by chemtrails, and I don't even see any today. Actually, I got blue skies. You see that? That is clear blue skies. First time in about, I don't know, a few days, I've seen clear blue skies here. Now that is a normal blue sky. Nate, you want to say something to the world? All right, get your face in here.
What's up?
What's your name? What's your first name?
Ethan Hawke.
Okay. Have you ever seen chemtrails, sir?
Define your definition of chemtrails.
Have you ever seen anything that doesn't look right in our skies above Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, a whole bunch of times.
Okay. When was this?
It's on a regular basis.
Okay, so you've seen it before then.
Sure.
Okay, that's another witness for you. Portland, Oregon. Thanks, Mr. Ethan Hawke. That's Portland, Oregon. And the bottom line is the U.S. government is poisoning the air we breathe here in Portland. It's unreal. But today, there just happens to be no chemtrails. No contrails. That's what they say to us, that they are. And I'm talking about NASA. I am talking about the U.S. government. They do not care about us. Anyway, I'll have more later for you from Douglas Bickford, Truth TV. Have a great
And I would stake my scientific career on the fact that there is no adequate margin of safety.
For decades, Americans associated fluoride with good dental hygiene, which is why it's still added to most public water supplies. But today, 600 health professionals and scientists, including Dr. Arvid Carlson, a Nobel laureate of medicine, are calling on Congress to ban the use of fluoride immediately. Among the petitioners, Bob Carton, a former Environmental Protection Agency scientist. He says fluoridating water was a mistake from the beginning.
It was a foolish thing to do years ago. They didn't have enough information. They hadn't really been tested.
In fact, a 2005 Centers for Disease Control study found too much fluoride has caused irreversibly discolored teeth in 1 out of 3 children. And a major report by the National Academy of Sciences says toxic levels can lead to severe, permanent pitting of the enamel in children. Fluoride can also build up in the bones to cause pain, stiff joints, and skeletal abnormalities when they get older.
It's a cumulative poison. It just gradually builds up and it gradually causes harm.
In 2006, a report by the National Academy of Sciences identified fluoride as a potent hormone disruptor that can affect your thyroid and potentially lower the IQ of children.
Currently, 66% of United States residents who rely on public water supplies are exposed to the most consumed drug in the nation, fluoride. Some reason.
Ooh, what the frickin' smaggin'?
Hello?
Little girl, there are no planes spraying X's and O's over your house.
I have no idea what you're talking about.